Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
If you're not aware or paying attention to your surroundings, you could be a target to be a victim of something, whether it's going to be a theft or someone tries to steal something from you.
Police across the country are seeing an increase in calls reporting suspicious activity because of the very popular game Pokemon Go. Good evening and thank you for watching. Since last Thursday, Pokemon Go has been downloaded more than 7.5 million times, and that number continues to grow. Valley News Team's Cornelius Hawker has what you need to know to keep you and your kids safe while you're out trying to catch them all.
Pokemon Go takes the very popular Pokemon franchise from the gaming world to reality, which is something its users say has been a long time coming.
I guess it's just always been the dream of catching Pokemon. I've always played it since I was really little.
I had one stare me down, so I had to restart the app because it just wouldn't go away. But so far, I like it.
But Fargo and Grand Forks police departments have posted on their social media pages talking about the problems the game is causing.
We've noticed individuals who are glued to their phones and they're walking out outside where there's traffic around them too as well. So that poses a safety concern.
Calls for suspicious activity because of the game are also on the rise. However, police departments in our area want people to continue reporting what they consider suspicious activity and don't assume someone lurking around is playing Pokemon Go. Case in point, this California man.
If you guys don't want to get hurt, give me your phones.
Robbers held him at gunpoint and made off with his car, cash, and phone. Pokemon Go users in Fargo say they know about these dangers and have figured out ways to decrease their chances of becoming victims.
I've heard about what's going on and stuff like that, but I usually don't go out late at night, so I'm fine just walking around in the afternoon usually.
Always go out with somebody, even if they don't play, just walking. It's obviously good exercise, and definitely keep it off in your car. Don't look at that thing while you're driving.
Cornelius Hawker, Valley News Live.
Minnesota Senator Al Franken raised concerns about the game's privacy features, which at first allowed the game to have access to potentially sensitive information. However, the developers of the mobile game say they have fixed the bug that allowed the app to gain full access to your Google account, including email and search history, claiming they didn't intend to ask for such broad permissions. Pokemon Go can still access current location, camera, phone sensors, which are needed for gameplay. And while many businesses and attractions are telling Pokemon hunters to stay away, the National Park Service is encouraging them to visit. Today, they released a video inviting Pokemon enthusiasts to come to a park.
We'd like to welcome all you trainers to your national parks, where you might find more than just a new virtual companion. It's exciting to explore new places, and the National Park Service has some great ones in store for you.
Jarvis adds that the National Park Service is celebrating its 100th birthday with a campaign called Find Your Park, with over 400 places to visit and explore. To find a park near you, head to valleynewslive.com and click on the Hot button. A concerning discovery at a park in Bismarck. Police say 2 portable toilets in Optimist Park had razor blades in the door frames. The blades were about 3 to 4 feet from the floor and positioned in a way that would cut someone when they walked inside. A portable restroom rental service employee discovered the razor blades. Authorities say the blades were put in sometime between July 5th and yesterday. There are no suspects at this time. Stories accusing Grand Forks police officers of crimes they didn't commit have been floating around the internet, and Grand Forks police want to clear up any confusion surrounding the negative attention. In a Facebook post, they say they have looked into the website and the claims seem to be reposted with different agency names. Police say the claims are false and that if you see something on the internet, try to verify the source before commenting. If you have any concerns, you are asked to contact your local police department. A case of the Zika virus has been reported in North Dakota. Health officials say that a woman who traveled to Jamaica tested positive for Zika virus. She is not pregnant and was not hospitalized. Experts say this new case serves as a reminder to take proper precautions while traveling. Grand Forks fire officials now say they believe a house fire in the Northern Valley that killed 3 pets and left the family homeless started in the kitchen. A neighbor in the Park Manor mobile home park reported the fire around 10:30 last night. The family was not home at the time. 2 cats and a dog were killed, and the house suffered heavy smoke damage. More steady rain for some of us today, others a few sprinkles. Will it affect any backyard barbecues tonight? Let's find out because Hutch is at one right now in Fargo. Hey, Hutch.
Hey, Andrea, I got to tell you, the wind is blowing, the clouds are moving in, but so far no raindrops here live at the Cashwise Backyard Barbecue. Ava Greenlee, the big winner this week. And where did you sign up to win?
I signed up at Cashwise. So excited to win. So excited you guys are here.
Super big rowdy crowd you got. Who'd you invite?
Woo! I've got my mom here, grandparents, and good college friends from Concordia College and their children.
Wonderful. Well, we're looking forward to the steaks getting on the grill real soon. But if you have a backyard barbecue, you just may need an umbrella. Let's take a look at that radar. Most of the rain taking place north of Interstate 94. Can't rule out a sprinkle here in the FM. So Hutch brought an umbrella. How about you, Ava? You got an umbrella handy?
I've got one or two.
Okay, good. Then we're set to go there. But the showers are real heavy. Northwest Minnesota, where you see the yellows, soaking showers. And as we look off to the east, there's a few showers in the Devil's Lake Basin as well. So hit and miss sprinkles of rain in Fargo, gusty winds. They'll be from the northwest up to 30 miles per hour to 35 miles per hour. So hold on to your steak. And as we take a look at the rest of our planner for the evening, it does look like our temperatures are going to stay in the 60s for most of the evening. By sunset, the wind should be settling down. So here in a few minutes, we'll check with the Cashwise guys and have your outlook for the weekend ahead. We've got heat and rain in the forecast. It chokes me up at the backyard barbecue every week.
All right, whatever you say, Hutch. Thank you. More than a dozen local businesses called a special meeting with the city of Moorhead and the Minnesota Department of Transportation today, saying they're fed up with losing money because of construction. The Speakeasy played host to the impromptu gathering, where the restaurant says their profits were down $11,000 last month. Sydney's Health Market said they have lost $200,000 since construction began. And with the intersection of 8th Street and 30th Avenue closed, it's only getting worse. Sydney's says they could lose upwards of $500,000 by the time the project is done.
When your best customers say that they almost gave up trying to get here, or choose not to whatsoever, holding events to entice or give customers a reason to show up and participate in the excitement and the celebration is not a solution, because most customers aren't coming here because they don't want to drive through the construction.
Coming up at 6 o'clock, hear more from today's meeting as we have exclusive coverage of these business owners' frustrations. The first numbers from waterfowl and upland game surveys are back in, and there's plenty to talk about. Biologist Doug Lear from North Dakota Game and Fish spoke with us about the duck numbers and what it means for hunters.
They've definitely been going the wrong direction for what hunters would like to see and what we would like to see. But then again, these are numbers, and you can always dig a little bit deeper, maybe peel back the onion. And
here are the survey's results. Duck numbers and grouse are both down. Pheasant numbers saw an increase of 2%. It's a busy day for firefighters in Fargo and Moorhead. In addition to all the emergency runs they respond to, they're also squeezing in some time to support the Muscular Dystrophy Association. And they're asking you to help them fill their boot with cash. Firefighters are strategically stationing themselves at the Hornbacher's stores in Fargo and Moorhead with their boot prominently displayed. And they would like you to drop a couple of bucks in it so they can send some local kids dealing with muscle disease to camp.
To see their faces light up when they get to do events like floor hockey, paintball shooting, fishing, things like that they don't necessarily get the opportunity to do in just a normal school system. Their faces really light up, and you can see it really makes a difference in their life.
The Fill the Boot campaign runs through Friday. It's a big birthday bash. A recognizable home in downtown Fargo turns 100 years old. Today, the Fine Arts Club celebrates the milestone with an open house. People can walk through the home tonight until 7 p.m. It's also an opportunity to share all the club does, from sports and games to gardening groups.
So they really are study groups. They're learning, they're taking in information, they're applying it to today's world, and it is all about just being better people, stronger people, learning more.
If you have a group and need a clubhouse, you can get in touch with the Fine Arts Club to start a new section. We have the link to their website at valleynewslive.com. Just click on the hot button.